Hi, this episode is for people who are braiding and that is 100% new. And when I say brand new, I mean you may never have braided before, or you've tried it but felt comfortable about what you were trying to do. If you already know how to braid hair, you understand the basics of braiding, then this episode is probably going to be way too simple for you. So I would definitely encourage you to go on to episode 4. That's where we begin doing actual braiding. But if you're just starting out and you feel like you don't know exactly what to do with braiding, this episode is for you. At the most basic level, braiding is a simple interlacing section of hair in a repeated pattern. That's it. Braiding is not about speed. It's not about talent. It is not about being naturally good with your hands. Trust me, it's not. Talent comes later, once you find your own natural rhythm. In the beginning, what matters most is understanding the movement and giving your hands time to learn it. I want to explain it in a way that most people already understand. Okay, tiny interruption. Because of this and people like me, if you want to be prepared and you don't know which way to go and you definitely don't want to buy the whole store, go to my Amazon storefront. The link is in the bio. You only need a little bit. I would suggest a mannequin head and a tripod just to start off. Everything else you can work in time. But that's all. Link in bio. Back to the video. So think about it like how you tie your shoes. Everyone knows how to tie their shoes, but not everyone ties them in the exact same way. Some people, they cross over. Some people do the bunny ears. Some people pull tight first. Others adjust in the end. Even though the hand movements look different, the result remains the same in the end. The shoe gets tied. Braiding works exactly the same way. You may hold your hair differently than I do. I hold it like this. You may braid overhanded or underhanded. Your fingers may move in a way that feels more natural to you. That's important. What matters is not copying my hands exactly. What matters is understanding the pattern you are trying to execute. Just like tying your shoes, braiding becomes easier once your hands find their own rhythm. That's when things start to feel more natural. A lot of beginners struggle because they think braiding is supposed to feel natural in the beginning, and it absolutely does not. But when you first start, your hands don't know where to go yet. That's always the plot twist. Your brain hasn't mapped the movements, and that disconnect can feel so frustrating and overwhelming at times. I know, I almost cried. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means that your brain and your hands are still learning how to work together. Another reason why braiding feels difficult is because people are usually taught too many things at once, especially if you think the way we do. They're shown all at the same time: speed, tension, sectioning, and patterns, all at the same time. And for beginners, that is a lot to process. A lot, especially when you like to digest things slowly. So here, we're going to use or learn how to do things as simple as possible. In the beginning, the most important thing is understanding, not perfection. Okay? Grasping the concept. You don't need to be fast. You don't need your braids to look neat and clean yet. And you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. The only comparison you'll be making here is between the work you did before and the work you have done next. That's it. Your process is measured by you, not anybody else. And you may notice that you may need to rewatch this episode more than once, and that is okay. This is why I'm going slow, so you can understand it. If your brain works like mine, you may need to watch this multiple times before it makes sense. That doesn't mean you're slow. It means your brain is processing deeply. You're encouraged to pause, rewind, and rewatch as many times as you need. And don't forget, there is a speed, so utilize that. In the next few episodes, we're going to slowly build from here. We'll talk about how hands are supposed to move, how to think about sections, and how to practice without pressure or shame. And when we start braiding, we'll do it together at a pace that allows our brains and our hands to catch up to one another. If you're just starting out, take your time with this episode. Learning slowly does not mean you're incapable. It means you're learning in a way that actually works for you. If this episode was helpful, you can subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. And feel free to share this with someone who just might need to hear it as well. New videos will be posted slowly and intentionally with your pace in mind. I am Okanti. Thank you for being here.